You know that feeling? You give someone a hug and you immediately know you sent the wrong signal. You were going for warm, maybe even a little bit flirty, but it landed with all the romance of a quick handshake. Well, today we're going to troubleshoot that exact moment. We're diving into the subtle art of the hug and how to make sure your physical presence actually matches your real intentions.
So let's just ask it straight up. Is your hug sending the wrong message? It's such a simple, everyday gesture, but wow, it can communicate volumes. Are you accidentally putting yourself in the just friends category when you're hoping for something more? Let's break down what really makes the difference.
Okay, this slide really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you have the average hug. You know this one. It's procedural, it's polite, it's pretty much a formality. It's the kind of hug that's forgotten almost instantly because it screams friendship. But then, on the other side, you've got the intentional hug. This one, it's totally different. It breaks that polite social script on purpose. It's memorable, it projects confidence, and it absolutely signals attraction. Our goal here is to get you from the left side of the screen over to the right.
So, what's the big deal with these so-called nice hugs anyway? And let's be super clear, this isn't about being a nice guy in a bad way. Not at all. It's about a really common social misstep where your good intentions just get totally lost in translation. And the source material just puts this perfectly. A lot of these well-meaning hugs communicate a state of friendly, alert awareness. Just think about that phrase for a second. It means you're there, sure, but you're also kind of distant, maybe a little on guard, and you're definitely not relaxed into a real moment of intimacy or attraction. It's a hug that keeps a barrier up, even when you're trying to connect.
All right, so what are the actual mechanics that create this friendly vibe? Let's get into the diagnosis. We're going to look at 3 super common attraction-killing mistakes that so many people make without even thinking about it. You ready to see if you're guilty of any of them?
Here they are, the handshake hug, the high back trap, and the nervous feedback. Every single one of these adds to that friend zone signal. So let's take a closer look at each one.
First up, we've got the handshake hug. This is the hug that's over before it even really starts. It's so quick, so formal, it feels more like you're just checking a social box than making a genuine connection. It's basically the physical version of a quick, hey, good to see ya, bye. And while it's perfectly polite, it has zero warmth and none of the duration you need to signal anything more than just casual friendship.
Now, mistake number 2. This one is probably the most critical of them all. It's the high back trap. And this is all about where you put your hands. Specifically, it's when you hug someone and your hands land way up high on their shoulders or their upper back. I mean, it feels like a safe, normal place to put your hands, right? But the message it sends is anything but romantic. And this right here just brilliantly illustrates the point. The source material calls this hand placement the anatomical equivalent of the friend zone. Wow. I mean, that is such a powerful and memorable way to put it. Placing your hands high on the back, that's what you do with a buddy, a coworker, or your aunt. It's a platonic move, through and through. And finally, we have the nervous feedback. This is what happens when you get a little antsy and try to fill the silence during the hug. You know what I mean? Those few quick pats on the back, or saying something like, all right, good to see you, while you're still in the hug. It might seem like nothing, but what it actually does is it completely shatters any illusion of calm confidence. It signals that you're a little uncomfortable with the closeness, which is pretty much the opposite of attractive. Okay, so we've diagnosed the problem. We know the 3 big mistakes to avoid. But what are you supposed to do instead? Let's switch gears and get to the solution. Let's see how to send a completely different message, and it's all about being intentional. The entire solution really boils down to this one key technique, the lower back anchor point. So instead of going high on the shoulders, you strategically place your hands on their lower back. It's a simple shift, but it completely transforms the entire dynamic of the hug. It's no longer just friendly. It signals a clear, confident, and romantic intention. So why does this one little change work so well? Well, the source describes this area as the biological sweet spot. You can think of it as a subtle way to just bypass that just friends filter in someone's brain. It's a move that's both gentle and assertive, and it communicates care and attraction all at the same time. So at the end of the day, why does a hug matter this much? Because it's one of those moments where your physical presence has to match your character and what you actually intend. If you're a person with a good heart and genuine interest, you want your actions to reflect that, not totally contradict it. So here's your mission, plain and simple.
Avoid those 3 nice hug mistakes: the handshake speed, the high back trap, and that nervous feedback. Instead, focus on that lower back anchor point. The goal is to intentionally, deliberately break that friendly social script and finally make your physical presence line up with who you are and what you really want to communicate. And that really brings us to our final thought. Learning to change your hug is about way more than just hugging. It's about becoming aware of how all of your physical habits are communicating for you. And it leaves us with a much bigger question to think about. What other polite habits might be holding you back from connecting with people in the way you truly want to?